CSS position is one of the most confusing topics for beginners, but in this video you'll understand relative, absolute, fixed, and sticky in a super simple way. Welcome back to CodeCraft Pro Max, Master Coding, Maximize Creativity. Today we're exploring CSS position, the property that controls where an element is placed on the page. Position static. Static is the default CSS position we get. The most important thing here is that top, left, right, and bottom do not work with it. Let me show you. I will add right 0, top 0, bottom 0, left 0. Next, let's talk about position. Relative. The element moves from its original position, but its original space is still reserved. Let me show you real quick. Here I added position relative to this div, and you can see that the original space is still preserved. Now I'm going to move it slightly using the left and right properties. Another thing to mention is that relative is great for small adjustments. It's also commonly used to set a parent for an absolutely positioned child. Next, let's talk about position absolute, which is something we use a lot. It gets placed relative to its nearest positioned ancestor. Usually we set the parent to position relative. Let's try it out and see how it works. I added these properties to the card class, which is the parent, and I applied the badge class to the span. This is how it looks. Once we use this, the element is taken out of the normal flow and placed relative to its nearest positioned ancestor. In most cases, we give the parent position relative. Using this CSS property, we can build UI patterns like a card with a top right badge, a notification dot, or an icon in the corner of an image. Next, position fixed places an element relative to the browser window. That means even when you scroll, it stays in the same position. Here, my navbar is fixed at the top, and I also have a button at the bottom to scroll back up. In this example, I created a page and added position fixed to the chat button. Now, as you can see, the chat button remains fixed on the screen like this. Finally, let's talk about position sticky. What makes it special is that it behaves normally at first, but when you scroll to a certain point, it sticks in place. Position sticky started becoming popular in web development around 2014 to 2018. Now let's look at a small example. Here I added position sticky and set top 0, as you can see. So when I scroll down, once it reaches a certain point, it sticks there. Here, I've created a comparison table to help you quickly understand the differences. Now let's quickly look at some common mistakes beginners make with CSS position. Mistake number 1, using position absolute without setting the parent to position relative. When you do that, the element may move to an unexpected place. Mistake number 2, using position sticky without adding a value like top 0. Without that, sticky usually will not work the way you expect. Mistake number 3, trying to use top, left, right, or bottom on a static element. Since static is the default position, those properties do not work there. So if your positioning looks broken, these are the first 3 things you should check. In this video, we covered the 5 core CSS position values in a simple and easy way. I'll see you in the next video.